Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Robert McGee. Today we're going to be doing after shooter drills based off the shooting that happened in Dallas.
That shooter was armed to the teeth. He opened fire in a parking lot outside the federal courthouse just before 9 a.m.
Federal protective officers are being called heroes. The officers who typically stand at the security checkpoints into the federal courthouse engage the active shooter.
These guys are our heroes today. We owe them a debt of gratitude.
We're going to run these guys through a lot of drills and get their skills up to par. So if that happened, we're ready for it. That's all we're doing. We're just trying to prepare these guys. Today we have Instructor Palacio out here is going to be with us.
Active shooter training, this is going to be based out of incident that happened in Dallas. We want to make sure our guys have a good grip of what might happen out there. The what if game that we play in our mind is something that now has become more relevant than ever. So at this point, we want to make sure we bring good information to the guys. We want to make sure we prepare for that situation. Like I said, something so relevant at this time, and we're just going to do some good active shooter training. We're going to make sure we get everybody's heart rate up, everybody's pumping, and everybody's motivated. This is what we needed. This is what we prepare for. Let's make it happen.
If you aim small, you're gonna miss. If you aim small, you're gonna miss small. That's why I always tell you guys, if you aim in here, just don't aim in here. Aim at the little wrinkle, the hair on his hand. You're gonna miss small. Make sense?
Yeah, get away from the mentality that you're looking at one whole silhouette, and as long as I get that round on the silhouette, I'm good to go. No. Let's go ahead and hone it down, bring it down. I like using this hand portion right here because I know you can see it from the 15. If you can hone in on this as you've been working, on your own shooting without this target, little by little, you're going to get right into there. You're going to start honing in, and you're going to give us a hole like that. That's what we want.
Hi, my name is Inspector Jonathan Gonzalez, Federal Protective Service. Today we're out here at Black Hawk Shooting Range. We're going to be putting the guards through some active shooter drills in response to what happened on June 17th with the Dallas courthouse shooting. These guards, they get to qualify, but they don't get a whole lot of advanced training. So we're trying to take my experience, my partners out here today, Palacios and McGee. Between the three of us, we have over 40 years of experience in law enforcement, military, and just come up with a bunch of what ifs. These guards don't get a whole lot of time to shoot and move and experience different scenarios. And we're trying to come up with that today and give them something new, something they haven't seen before.
Two most important. Sight picture, trigger squeeze. He said grip. Grip comes into play only on follow-up shots. How quick you can get back on target. Important. But sight picture, trigger squeeze. You have those two down, you will hit your target. I have been out here, I've done it from the 50. You see me. She see me. He see me. I can hold the weapon with 2 fingers, go on 1 foot, and hit a headshot. Talking about this. 2 fingers. Finger. These is all. Turn sideways. Do it with my non-dominant eye. 1 foot. All the other crap out of it. What do I have? Sight picture. Trigger squeeze. Boom. On target. 2 most important. Having the proper sight picture and pulling that trigger without manipulating the gun. Say that one more time. Pulling that trigger without manipulating the gun. Do y'all know what that means? Let's get dummy with it. Don't finger. Something a lot of people do. Right there. You're pulling the trigger. Let me see that. This is what everybody does right here. You're pulling the trigger and you squeeze as you're pulling the trigger. All these fingers are squeezing as you're doing it. That's where everybody's mistake is. Then you're hitting low left. Boom, boom, boom. You can pull the trigger nice and smooth all day, but if you squeeze your other fingers, it's manipulating the gun. You want to get used to holding the weapon, only bringing back that trigger.
So just that trigger finger and not the whole hand, because I've seen it a lot where you got the person shooting and the whole hand is squeezing, which is getting shot off. Just the trigger finger, that's it. Everything else is support.
So give you a visual of that. This is the firearm, right? Y'all see that? That's the firearm. Now just my finger, if I'm using just my finger, you see how it's moving straight back? Now, here go your trigger. This is where your finger at. If you squeeze your whole hand, look where that firearm just went. If you squeezing your whole hand, again, here we go again. You squeeze your whole hand, that's your shot.
That's why it all goes left.
That's why your shot.
That's
a bad. So you can go at home, get you a pen, not this marker, put it there where your trigger finger, and just work that finger. Oh, look at that. Straight back. Oh, I got that all day long. That's smooth. Nothing but the finger. It goes left all the time.
You gotta work that. You gotta work muscle memory into just the trigger finger. I hope everybody got that in their head. Squeezing your whole hand, that's not it.
So if you're at the range and you popping out 250 rounds and you happy and you go home and all that kind of stuff, I love shooting this and this, you ain't did something right. Right? I used to hate when I went to the Federal Law Enforcement Academy. I used to hate all the shooting we did. Right? Yeah. I used to hate it. It wasn't fun. I was like, man, I gotta get up here and do this, move like this. No, it don't supposed to be fun. You gotta work that finger, just that finger. Make sense? You can do that, the penny drills. They really help. There's another reason I always, like when I come out here, just a couple people, and I show them the two-finger shooting. Because a lot of people get afraid of the gun. They're afraid of the recoil. Maybe afraid is the wrong word. Nobody wants to admit they're afraid of anything. But even with just holding on to it with two fingers and pulling that trigger, the gun doesn't go anywhere. Has a little bit more kick, still don't go nowhere. And that's what I want people to see. I like to show people that, because then they get to realize, hey, you don't have to squeeze the crap out of the gun or tense up right when you shoot. It's not going anywhere. Just a firm grip, and it just let the recoil happen. Boom, right there, boom. Everybody get behind us. Everybody get behind us. Put your eyes and ears on. Hold up. Running it hard. Left leg forward. Give me some of that. It's all about. Woo! He said left leg, I'm shaking. One hand, one finger. One finger, really. This one. 5-8. I'm not doing that again. I'm not doing that again. You just don't have, first of all, I want to say this too. Let's get real though. You don't have instructors out here, guys, that back in the day, you can challenge your supervisor. Back in the day. Change supervisors, you can challenge your instructors, you can challenge everybody. First of all, you should never do that. But things have changed nowadays. They're putting people in front of you that can help you. All right? I'm not back here just looking at video Palacio. We train. We're instructors for 3 different baton and app stuff. For no reason, I don't even know why. We're going to SAPD and do some more training. We train so we can come out here and put knowledge into you guys, all right? Our backgrounds, like he said earlier with in the interview, the background is over 40 years of experience, all right? So if you take it, we're gonna get it. You're gonna get it, all right? There's something that you probably don't never get. I tell you what, when I went through the law enforcement, when we went through the law enforcement academy right here in San Antonio, then we went to the Federal Law Enforcement Academy. You know, we both thought like, hey, we should. It's a shame the training that they give us here that we didn't receive here, okay? Some of the stuff, the tips that you guys get, I know other security contractors not getting. I know for a fact they're not doing. I know they're not doing what we're doing here. You know why I know that? I'm gonna tell you why I know it. We average out here 227 higher in shooting. That's amazing. We only had 3 people fail out of 436 people that we qualified between both of us. 3. We had 2, 1 failed Thursday. Okay, and we're gonna get them on track. So I'm just saying that, I just said that to right here, just listen. We're gonna give you some good stuff. Make sense? That's awesome. I ain't doing it again. You probably can do it again. All right. Man and God worked this out. Literally worked this phone. They did this stuff. They made it, guys. I don't know why you guys hold a phone like this. It's not made to be held like that. You want to get high in there, right? Then you see this right here? Our hands fall right in it. Fingers fall right there. You see this right here? It falls right there. Look at this. It's a perfect grip. Now, it's a dummy gun. Go ahead. Point that. Get a good thing. Point it at. Point it at. All right? Stick your finger out there. There we go. So you got a good grip. Now watch this. So this is part of him. The firearm is part of him now. Now give me a horrible grip. That's what you guys do like. Or you start off strong like that, and then you get like this after a couple rounds. Now look at this firearm. Look at the plate. Look at the plate. Everywhere. Give me a good grip. Good grip. The hand in there, good. Now look at his body. That firearm, don't think up, just like you ready to shoot. It's a part of his body. Part of his body. He's gonna shoot, boom. His body gonna come back. So still him get a grip. Good grip. Come right back. Boom. It's gonna come. Naturally, that firearm gonna go right, boom, right back in position. Boom, right back in position. Give me a horrible grip. That's all. I see that all day. Now watch this. Horrible grip. Not a part of him. And he's strong. Look at his muscles. He's strong. It's not a part of him. We want that firearm to be part of us. That makes sense? Good grip, right? So what's the secret of shooting a firearm? Practice. What's the secret? Out of all the fundamentals, what would you say? What would you say the best tool is? Breathing. A line sight in the aiming area. So here.
You can move breathing right out here in a minute.
Okay, who said breathing? Anybody else?
Line sight in the aiming
Good
area.
Attack. What?
Line sight in the aiming area.
Line sight and the aiming area.
Can't do any of that.
Anybody else?
Can't do any of that.
Can't do any of that, you don't have a grip. FPS moment. Alright.
How many of y'all shot with me out of the range or had me teach you?